Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black, the one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
We are here to review AEW All In 2024. Today is August 25th, 2024. And yeah, man. Interesting pay-per-view show. We got a lot to get into and discuss. I want to give a shout out to Connor, who is at the All In event. He let me know, holding down EPW. Appreciate you, Connor, man. Hope you get to enjoy the show. And I want to hear what everyone thought of tonight's show. Good, bad, or indifferent. Leave me your thoughts down below. Looking forward to this. All right. If you can, do me some big favors. Number one, like the video. Number two, if you're listening on audio versions, or go back and listen on audio versions, and please leave us a 5-star rating. Leave a comment down below after the video's done. Helps more people recognize it as well. And one more thing, share it with a friend. We are trying to get our audience opened up a little bit more, and we want that to happen. We don't just do pay-per-view reviews. We also have Clash of the Podcast live every Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. It is definitely a fun show. And me and Derek go live every Wednesday after AEW Dynamite as well.
Yes, sirski.
So make sure that you guys keep it tuned in and locked in with us. With that being said, we're going to hit our intro, and then we're going to get into this all-in review. Let's get it.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Yes. Absolutely insane show, man. Insane show. I hope everyone enjoyed it, man.
Yo, the show was fire.
I had a lot of fun watching this one, man.
This was really, really good.
Yes. I just put the link down there for Sean from Hubbard Wrestling Weekly's channel. He's my co-host on Clash of the Podcast. This Thursday coming up, I will be on his channel, and we are going to be doing an additional discussion for Bash in the Berlin this week. So we review WWE shows as well. We do AEW. We throw in some TNA. We throw in a little bit of everything because it's everything pro wrestling. So make sure you guys check that out as well. Let's get into the chat here. Big shout out to Clown 13420. He says, afternoon, everyone. What's good, Clown? Elite Easy E says, hey, yo. What's good? Mary Curtis, she was on our backsides. Mary, I'm sorry. It started at the show ended at 5, I think, on the dot. So yeah. It took us a second to get up here. I'm trying to guesstimate the time with these shows and when it's going to end, but it's all good. It's all good. Clown, patience is a virtue. True. That show was fire, but no, Mary, I appreciate you being in here though. Thank you so much. Had to work this morning, so only caught it from the Ospreay match on, but good show though. Yeah. Appreciate it. E said SummerSlam. Come on, please. Come on, E. Come on. 4 hours. How many matches? We got a lot of good ones in there. Matt Lopez says, hello. Good afternoon. I like it. My God. Yes, sir. We will get into that. 10 matches, they were saying. Terrell, what's good, T? He had a lot of his picks win tonight, he was saying. Appreciate you. I'm just jumping around here. Media Scrum incoming. Matt Lopez usually will keep us locked in with what's going on there. BJ said, what a mother flipping show. Beach, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Deanna said, I know nothing of what happened, so you're my news. I got you, Deanna. I got you. Rob says, Berea, FTW, that's what we did eat. If you heard me like choking up here a little bit, that's what it is. But Rob made some darn good food for us today, so appreciate him.
Let's go, Rob.
Yeah, shout out to Rob. Shout out to our guy, Jesus DeLeon. What's good, Jesus? What's up, Conrad and Derek? We are in the era of Bryan Danielson. We are, sir. We are. It's the final countdown. I like it. Very well. Good synchronizing there.
Hey.
People can't compare them doo-doo. Come on, E. Come on, E. You gotta chill. I'm listening to Final Countdown on loop. I love it, man. I love it. How is that, Fozzie? James from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Check out my guys at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. They go live every Tuesday, and they also have weekly uploads. They do a lot of wrestling video game uploads. All goody, man. Appreciate it. And I just put a link in for them as well in the chat, man. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like button. And if you haven't, if you're on Threads, Instagram, wherever, man, Twitter, we got links up, Facebook, our Facebook group. Share this out, man. Tell some more people about it. We want to get some more people in here. Spread the word here about AEW. Let's get into this, man. And shout out. We watched via Triller. They had a cool double pack going on here. I hope more people got it on Triller TV. The double pack was definitely the way to go. And September 7th, we got All Out coming our way as well. So make sure you guys check that out. We're going to go over the 0 hour and everything, man. But I was really hyped going into the show. This show had a WrestleMania feel for me. Like, I don't know. I told Sean probably a few days ago that I was getting really excited for the show. Derek, did you have those same like feelings? You could be completely honest if you didn't.
Oh no, absolutely. I was definitely excited for this show. Just solely based off of the matches that were on this card. Pure, dare I say, genius.
Put together well, story driven. And we talked about that before too. Much better build going into this one than what we got last year.
Exactly.
You know, so I can appreciate what happened here. On the pre-show here, we had I guess we'll say a bunch of different things happening. They added a match here at the last second that we're going to get into, but I want to go over the newsworthy items first. If you will, Daddy. If you will. Swerve Strickland has re-signed to AEW. They did it on the pre-show. They kind of had a little video thing of it. I thought that was good for business.
Yes.
To have Swerve shown like re-signing. There were some comments about it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Made it look like, yeah, people are re-signing here. Excellent. I'm happy.
That's the way you want to go.
So can't be upset with that. What's in that cup, sir?
Irish.
It's water. Cut it out. Cut it out. We found out this year that AEW Grand Slam is taking place in Australia in February. Nice. February 15th, 2025. I like that Tony Khan is moving these shows around. Yeah, Do not let your competition know what you are doing and where you're going because they've been following you. Forget that. Now you don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm in a stadium not here. Maybe I'm going to Texas on Saturday, July 12th. You don't need to know, and I think it's better that way.
Right. You have to be strategic with the opposition, and I think that's a great idea to go. Because if you announce it already, all right. Well, we have time to dismantle that. So let's get out there before they even have any show. And let's just
or make it look like you are definitely following me. Yes. So either way, Australia's getting a show. Good for them. Get your street teams out there. Promote. That's what I've been telling myself to do more with my brand even. Or excuse me, I should say our brand. And
that's your brand, bro. You started it.
Shut up. Our brand. I'm making a good point here. with our brand, and I think that it's key. Actually, no, this might be best if I don't endorse what you say a lot of the times. Yeah, no, you were right. I take that back. You were right. The how do I want to put this? The idea of promoting your shows will be more helpful, and I think you're giving plenty of notice, plenty of time. Get your tickets. Get into where was it? Suncorp Stadium. Do your thing, man. Like, I don't know how many people you could pack in there. I haven't looked it up. Should we? Go ahead, Derek. Shout out to Derek. Derek's about to he's Googling as we speak here, folks. Googling as we speak. Let me see here. Oh, you guys are going in on SummerSlam right now. The card was really stacked with storylines, Deanna said.
52,500.
52,500, maybe more with seats. Right? And it looks like it's a good soccer / football stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's I think that's rugby.
Rugby?
Yeah.
I'll take rugby too. That's fine. Fine. I like rugby. You can't watch Jeff Jarrett. Here we go. Yo, shout out to Delayed Grass. New Brian Danielson shirt put up. I may have to try to see what that looks like. The AEW World Champion is not under contract. Wow. What? That's deep trust.
It is.
Too much trust for me, but hey.
Gotta rock with it.
Whoa, Derek was right. Mark that down. LOL. Googling versus over gooning. By God. How long before turnstile numbers? Hey, I ain't getting into that. That ain't my forte tonight. I know they sold over 50K in tickets, which is a darn good thing for tonight. Now, also, we got more news on the pre-show. Forbidden Door, it's coming to London August 24th. So Forbidden Door moving from June to August 24th, 2025. Now, they didn't say it was Wembley. It might be the O2. It could be a bunch of different places. So wait until they announce the location as to where they are bringing it. But London, not a bad place. And maybe it's a shorter flight time from Japan.
I believe it is.
So, yeah, I don't know what's the faster time. Derek's in here. He's back to Googling or Loogling, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know.
That's from Japan to London?
Yeah. How long does it take? Sorry, here for the lull in the music here. We'll hit the Jeopardy theme.
Right.
Do, 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 do.
How about 14 hours?
14 hours?
Yeah.
Here, we're going to hit the big show for you one time.
Well,
Yeah, just under 15 hours.
So maybe, and how long is it to the U.S.? Just flip it over to the U.S., just out of curiosity.
From London to Japan, or the U.S.?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Derek missed the pre-show, by the way, y'all, so he ain't going to have much to say about the pre-show.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is it shorter to the U.S.?
It looks like, yeah, like about...
Well, there you have it. I was wrong.
Yeah, depending a couple hours shorter, depending on where you're going. Like it's 11 hours if you're going to LA, 7 if you're going to New York, 11 if you're going to San Francisco.
Okay. So it just depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
That'll be the difference. Okay. We're going to call him Cheeseboard. Cheeseboard is on the case with those turnstile numbers. Stay tuned. Last I checked, they had over 53,000 according to WrestleTix. Let me see here. Yes, Kenny Omega's eye. Well, appreciate it. 5-star W pay-per-view, Andy says. Appreciate you, Andy. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Delayed Grats, man. I wasn't in the chat yesterday. I went to a preseason football game for the Buffalo Bills. We did not win. And yeah, so I missed chatting it up with you on Grapsity, bro. But definitely glad that you're in here, man. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into it, man. We started with a 16-man tag. This graphic is not great because they didn't give us an official graphic. I don't know how quickly they threw this together, but that's what you get.
They threw
Tony
it together quick.
What I tell you, Tony Khan doesn't like my existence. That's what I always tell people. This dude does not want me to ever have a full show of clean graphics. So we had this crazy tag. You see who's in it. We had Private Party, Ari Daivari, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Anthony Ogogo versus Top Flight, Action Andretti, Leo Rush, Rocky Romero, Kyle Fletcher, Kip Sabian, and the Dynamite Kid, Tom Billington. Notes. I already have in here what notes. I like Lethal and Dynamite Kid with the matchup. I'd like to see them maybe get a program in Ring of Honor. I thought that they had good chemistry with each other. Fletcher with baby faces, Private Party heel with the heels. Like, I didn't know if that made sense either. Like, he's technically not a face, and Private Party's out here doing like baby face things like, oh yeah. And it just felt weird a little bit, but it's the pre-show. I'm letting a lot of things slide. Dante Martin pins Ari for the win. Cool. It's what it was. I wasn't too upset with it.
Nah, you gotta
I mean,
with it.
Yeah, you just tell me what you thought afterwards, Derek. I'll run through these for you. This is one of the matches I was looking forward to. On the line, stipulation for All Out in 2 weeks. Kris Statlander and Willow Nightingale will lock up for the CMLL Women's Championship, but they're having a mixed tag match here. Stokely and Kris Statlander versus Willow and Ishii. And we got those arena announcements right before this, and I was hyped from that. But then seeing seeing your boy Stokely come out dressed like he's a backup in Do You Remember the Time? He was out there looking funny. So this match, they did not have Stokely get in the ring. They basically tried to avoid it at all costs. And eventually they had to make the tag, and Ishii gets in. Stokely's got to get in. Statlander tries to interfere. Stokely hit a spine buster on Ishii, and it looked good, but Ishii got up. And Stokely got jacked up. I'll say this in the end, bro. And the action between Willow and Statlander was fun, but I think it's going to be better at All Out.
Oh, yeah.
Stokely loses to a sliding forearm from Ishii. He got done filthy. So what stipulation does Willow pick? We're going to have to listen up for it for the next 2 weeks. But I thought this was a fun contest. I enjoyed this one.
Hey.
Yeah. What did you think? Good move? It didn't matter who won. Me and Sean got this wrong. We went with the heel manager. I think you did too.
Yeah. I don't think it matters at this point. I think when All Out comes through, I think that's when it really matters.
Right. Delay Grass says it was a great match, but clearly a randomizer match. They definitely just threw people in. But I get trying to get people on the show and getting stuff done. There's going to be another one in here. I guess Saraya was swearing big time on the press. F-bombs. Hey. Y'all keep me posted on that. B-Boy Skyline, what's good, man? Appreciate you. We're going to get into that. And yeah, we'll talk about Assassin's Creed. Y'all better not ask me about that game. We've been through this. Okay. Remember the Stoke. Do you remember the Stoke? MJ was a heel in Remember the Time video. Eddie Murphy was just trying to entertain his queen. Right. Yo, chill. You guys are funny, man.
Hugh
funny.
Jackson.
I wanted to touch on it really quick. I like that Toni had Martha Hart with him. Martha came out and congratulated the winners and said she wishes them the best of luck for the Owen Hart tournament. That makes the Owen Hart Foundation tournament more prestigious, that they brought Martha out. She wished them good luck because now they're main eventing this big show. It brings more prestige to the tournament. Toni, keep this idea moving forward, I think, here.
You have to. Yeah, if you want it to mean something, that's what you have to do.
Right. We got a new subscriber in the building, number one, Mr. Robert Brown. Robert, thank you so much for joining us, my brother. Thank you. He said Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's happening, y'all? What's good, man? What's good, Robert? Appreciate you. New subscriber, by the way. Thank you so much for the subscription. We love it, man. We appreciate it. We just got a YouTube payout, man, of our stuff, man. So thank you guys so much for all the super chats, any of the love that you guys show, man. It's all appreciated, man. Thank you for that. Pro Wrestler Shoe said, I'm not crying. Yes, I am. What's good, Jesse? I appreciate you, fam. Yeah. All right. I ain't getting into this. I don't know what's going on that press scrum, but apparently every time I go live and it's all in, all out, something crazy happens.
Right.
Something crazy happens. If I may ask what's y'all names, the channel's called Everything Pro Wrestling. I'm Conrad. He's Derek.
What up?
And yeah, we do a lot of things. We're going to be live tomorrow. Clash of the Podcast, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. That's me and Sean Hubbard from Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Bring our podcast together over here on this channel. Talk a little WWE. It's a mix of topics. Me and Derek go live after Dynamites as well. And we try to do pay-per-views when we can.
Right. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hopping in with the fam.
And at EPW Show is the ad if you guys want to see it, man. We go often, about 3 times a week, Robert. I'd say 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah. Depends on the week. But it's going to be a lot this upcoming 3 weeks. I just told Derek. Going back into this. So I like that Owen Hart Foundation tournament, man. Yo, Jesse. I guess I have to read this, right? Jesse sends a $10 super chat and says, I fucking love pro wrestling. Me too, bro. Me too. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Robert, man. I'm glad, man. Love when we get new subscribers in here. We do try to read your comments and incorporate you guys into the show as best we can. Let's get into match 3 here. This is another match made last night, kind of, if you were paying attention to Collision. 0 hour. We got Dustin Rhodes, the Von Erich, Sammy Guevara, and Katsuyori Shibata taking on the Cage of Agony and the Undisputed Kingdom. Now, we all know what this was. Dustin is taking belts and taking names down in Ring of Honor. He's the tag champ and the trios champ. So he's the trios champ with the Von Erichs. He's the tag team champion with Sammy Guevara. And Shibata's back. These boys were in here. Bishop Khan deserves better. That's my dog. Cage and Sammy were both wearing like Wolverine style outfits. I would like for them to talk more. I'm also not going to make a big deal about it either that they're wearing the same thing. I was just like, cool, X-Men's popular. I get it. And Cage is a Swolverine. Should he have more say to it than Sammy? I don't know, brothers.
I mean, I get it, but in the same token of breath, it's two different outfits. It's two different outfits.
I don't care.
Cage had on the older version.
Yeah. Listen, either way, I don't care. This was a fine and dandy match. Cage definitely did not get caught when he did his flip to the floor. I don't know what happened there, but they were just like, sorry, bro.
You know how I feel about big men flying over the top of the ropes, man.
Here you go. Derek always trying to protect them.
Don't do it.
Always trying to protect them.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So this is just gravy, bro. I'm really digging what they did in this match. We had some missed things that happened, like I said, but that was okay. Sammy and Dustin got the win for the team. They pinned Matt Taven. And then after the Von Erichs got in the ring, their dad gets in, Kevin Von Erich, no shoes on, and they all locked in the claw on all the wrestlers. Shibata's probably in his glory. I loved it. I thought it was fun. Cool opener.
Right.
Now, we still had like 10 minutes left of the show, and they started doing the entrances for the opening contest, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, they're showing you, yo, order this show. The ladder match is about to get started. Like, let's do this.
That's the way you got to do it. That's how you promote it. That's how you get people to buy into it.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Sammy and Dustin were trying to do their Wolverine Deadpool collaboration. I still haven't seen that yet, honestly. I really need to.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I know, I'm a bum. I'm so bad at going to the movies ever since the pandemic, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because of the intern or if it's because of something else here, but it's just been tough to get to the movies, man.
Movies haven't really been the best lately, so
here he goes. Pro Wrestler Shoot, Jesse says, bro, I know this is early in the review. I enjoyed this All In even more than last year, bro. I have second floor for Wrestle Dream. Yes. Yo, I'm happy, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is cool. This is what you like to hear. Shibata mentored the Von Erichs and Noah. Yes. Yes, he did. I know. I just said he was in his glory putting that claw on, man. You know it. He was just like, he was loving it. So, opening contest. I know we got a lot of matches to get through. I'm going to try and get through them as best as possible. This is the card that we're going to be talking about here. Lots of fun, man. Lots of fun. So, the opener, Derek, was the ladder match, the London ladder match for the Trios Championships. For those who don't know, if you're new here, Derek does not like Trios matches. Derek does not like Trios matches with more than even 2 Trios teams in it, even less. But it gets crazy. But, Derek, did they not do a good job tonight with this? Like, come on. Now you hating right now, bro. That was a good ladder match.
No, this was a good ladder match. I will admit that.
Oh, wait a minute. We jumped off the pre-show and forgot Saraya and Harley Cameron coming out because I'm hearing about what Saraya is doing in there. Jamie Hayter's back, bro. She came back. Yeah, she put a beat down on Saraya and Harley Cameron. I forgot to tell you that.
Nice.
Yeah, she came back, orange hair. Nice. Jamie Hayter was looking good, man. So Jamie Hayter's back. I'm all for it. Been a fan of Jamie Hayter since Stardom.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Back to that ladder match, though. Derek hates these ladder matches. He said it was good. So let's get into this for a little bit. I don't have all these things, but I want to acknowledge someone in this match. Not Christian Cage for his top-tier douchebaggery work, but I want to acknowledge Claudio for a second. Claudio Castagnoli, in 8 days, and I got this from Drain on Twitter. In 8 days, he has wrestled 5 matches on 5 different shows in 4 different countries, the U.S., Wales, Mexico, and England. He wrestled for an hour in CMLL Grand Prix. He had the trophy with him. They won the trophy. He's in London Ladder. And, like, this dude, they call the Swiss workhorse is what he put at the end. Like, dude, I'm not going to lie. A friend of mine, I'll reveal his name if he tells me I can, but he said, oh, running from the grind. Yeah, sounds like he's running from the grind, bro. He's in all these different countries. Stop letting this PR nonsense happen sometimes. It's nonsense is what it is.
It really is. Like, that's a lot, bro. You got to factor in the time of the match. You got to factor in travel time from the airport, from the hotel, travel time to the next show, travel time to the next show, like that's a lot in 8 days.
Hold on, E. There's much love for Deadpool. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep it moving.
No, Deadpool is
no.
fire.
Dustin's attire was Deadpool.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I
Yeah.
thought it was the same.
As soon as I saw, I thought Dustin about the toys thing.
Ah.
I'm trying to sell these toys. He said that's why I was getting new gear, change the color up, need a new toy.
Hey, why not?
Right? Oh my goodness, fam. So, like I said, this was crazy. The Guns did a little homage to the Dudleys. The Guns were fantastic in this, and Juice, my boy. I love Juice. Juice was great in this. I thought Christian running out immediately and then waiting till everyone was down and trying to run back out to get the ladder. Father of the year, right? Like, come on. Prestige is right. Christian should do a segment where he is presented with Father of the Year.
Absolutely. If they don't do that, I wouldn't be hurt. I'd be sad, but they should do it.
Sean in the house. Good afternoon, Conrad. My guy Derek. Hope y'all are doing well. Sean, I hope you are doing well, bro. Thank you so much. T-Ferg said didn't watch, but AEW delivers when it comes to pay-per-view from what I'm hearing. They always do, bro. Like I said, the worst show I've ever given might be a B-. Might be. Right. Just think they are still missing Omega, Ibushi, Miro, Hobbs, and Jay White. What a loaded roster. Facts, T-Ferg. Thank you so much, man.
That's very true.
Connor has joined us as well, chanting EPW. What's good, Connor? Connor, he also clipped Derek's famous Bray Wyatt rant. BJ said, kind of bummed there was no Rey Mysterio tonight. I know you know. Cut it out, BJ. Creative had nothing for Claudio. I guess Dustin was Deadpool tonight. Yeah, 100%. Look at that. Thank you guys for putting his stuff back up again. Back to what I was saying. In the end, Juice Robinson, he just I don't know, man. He went through everything tonight. Christian looks like they got the match won. Luchasaurus is right there with him, or well, we'll get in that in a second. Excuse me. What is it? Killswitch? Yeah.
Is it Killswitch or Killshot?
No, Killswitch. I've been saying it wrong because that's Swerve's move. Too close to similar names. So they got it, but Pac pulls down the championship. So Pac won. Let me just pull this up. So this is kind of an odd team, but I feel like Pac may have to join the BCC here.
I think to me that is the best move that he's got to do right now,
because this was clearly supposed to be Pac and the Lucha Bros. Clearly,
right? Honestly, I feel like this is a better fit than it was with the Lucha Bros.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like Death Triangle. I don't know. I felt they were a great team, but I'm not mad at it, dude. Yuta gets an AEW championship. Yuta also, he takes the abuse for this team.
Yes. Very much so.
Claudio jumped out. Hold on. Y'all got to see my face. Claudio jumped out of the Guns finisher. The jumping
310 to Yuma.
Thank you. He jumped out of that, bro, into a European uppercut that did another European uppercut off. Claudio is that boy, bro. We were mesmerized by Claudio throughout.
Claudio's got it. He's got that skill, bro. He has it.
The chat is wild right now. The LWO. I think Pac will join a much darker BCC after this, especially when Danielson exits. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was shocked. I'm going to spoil something for you guys here. Give you a second if you don't want to hear it. No Jon Moxley tonight. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
This is a fun ladder match. I'm shocked they gave Pac and BCC are the champs. Me too. I was not expecting. I didn't think they were going to win. I thought that it was going to be Leo Rush and Top Flight in the spot, and they were just going to put them in the gauntlet.
That's what I thought too. But I'll accept it.
I also think this will kick Mox out to a loner again. Ooh, so Pac takes over the group. Interesting. Is that Claudio's first AEW title too? Technically, yes. But once again, if it becomes AEW Ring of Honor, what do we count as the title? But yes, you are correct, Amundo, right there with that. Let's get into the next match, which was the match I thought had the best build.
Yes.
Long-term storytelling here, about a year's worth of building almost. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mariah May for the AEW Women's Championship. I love this match. Luther was back, Derek. Mariah May slapped her own mother in this match and gave the biggest hater in the world, Nigel McGuinness, a kiss.
Yes.
Oh, he was excited for that one, huh?
Classic.
How'd you feel about Mariah's blood in this?
Beautiful.
It was a thing of beauty in this. I can't front, man. Toni Storm, man. I just don't know, man. Hit a big clothesline after getting multiple hip attacks. Storm 0 pile driver kicked out at 2. Referees getting pushed out the way. We got a double boot to the coot.
Right.
If you have to ask what the coot is, you probably shouldn't be listening to this.
Right.
They both went down from that. Luther stops Mariah from using the belt on Toni. She also grabbed the shoe, the bloody shoe that she used to take out Toni Storm. This was so beautiful how they did this. I really enjoyed this matchup, and I think this is kind of my let me look. Is this my sleeper match? Should we say? I think I'm going to give this, and I didn't expect it to be a sleeper either, but they did this so well.
They did
so well. And Toni then gets the shoe, and she doesn't want to use it. They played into it like, oh, I don't want to beat up my protege. Right. She finally has the chance to do it. She's not feeling it, and I just liked how they put this together. She went for the jackknife for a cover. It's not enough. 2 knees into a Storm 0 pile driver. She used Toni Storm's finisher to beat her. Lovely.
Yes.
Lovely work.
It was great. So funny thing.
The boot, coot, and boogie.
so funny thing. We're all watching it. I have been so invested in the storyline. For one, I forgot Toni Storm had the title. I forgot she won that. And then for 2, I forgot the match was even for the title.
Mariah May had the belt. Derek's like, oh my God, this is for the title. I was like, Derek, we've been talking about this every week.
Bro, I've been so invested in this the whole time. I did not realize that this was for the title.
Right. Mariah May's kisses bring wrestlers out of retirement. Could be. E said food's so good makes you want to slap your mama. She did slap her mother. Terrible. And Toni had to go console her.
Yes. But I will say, I think my Act 2 is coming to fruition.
We'll see.
It's coming, bro.
Well, it depends, because usually they don't revisit things right away. And I feel like they shouldn't for All Out, but I think after All Out.
Bro, don't revisit it right now. You have to disappear for a little bit. This is the start of the breakdown for Toni Storm. Because she's still in the middle. Yes, we can all say she's at home. She does her little thing in the middle of the ring, but she's crying at the same time. This is the breakdown. Why do that if you lost? And you only did that because you won, but you lost. So why do it because you lost?
Interesting. But they could do this, show it in video packages and such too, how it's all playing a part. I'm in the same boat with you, Derek, this whole time. Mariah May was already champion, or Mariah was already champion.
See, I completely forgot.
Derek was invested, man. And honestly, the match that I'm gonna say this: the women's title match and this match might have to share this tonight. And Sean is about to be in here bagging on us. The FTW Championship match with Kris, Jericho, and Hook. Listen, man, there was cricket bats. There were cricket balls. Pause. Play. Jericho had plenty of assistance from his branches in this match, Big Bill and Brian Keith. But Big Bill ended up getting put through a barbed wire table. Brian Keith hits Hook with his belt, but only got a 2 count for Jericho. Hook ends up putting Jericho in the Taz mission. Taz locked Brian Keith in his Taz mission. And we got a new FTW champ. Overall, though, the work in this matchup, me and Derek will agree, it was good.
It was
good. Jericho had a really good match. And I know it pained us to even say this, but it was a good match.
I wanted to try so hard and hate this match, but I couldn't. It was good. It was good.
It was solid. It was much better than what we've seen from Jericho in recent times.
Yes. So kudos to you, Jericho. You got one over on us.
Renegade said, I've never seen so many fans reach out to the bathroom before this. I don't know about that. I've seen people leave for disappointing matches before too. Logan, what's good, man? Welcome.
What up?
Appreciate you. But yes, they ended up getting the victory here in that match. So Hook regains the title. I was kind of hoping he gave the belt to Taz, and let's retire this thing, man.
Yes.
Hook needs to be doing something better. Hook, I feel like, is in the same position he was in last year, but now it's just on the main card.
Yes.
Hook needs to get into something else, whether it's a tag team, that's fine. It could be the TNT title. He needs to get into the mix with something else besides the FTW championship.
Yeah, let's, no disrespect to the title, but let's get rid of it.
I should say give it back to Taz, man.
Let's just retire it and call it a day. There's nothing wrong with any of that.
Yeah. Someone said Hook could still be trapped in that Jericho vortex.
He still could be, yeah, but
oh, Robert Brown says Hook sucks. I like Hook. I think Hook has a character around him that people like. I don't know if you want to hear him talk. I didn't hear a Fozzy review. The end. That's all we're gonna say about. Don't make me start hating now, because I'll start with that. I wasn't feeling that, but good for him. He can say he performed in Wembley twice.
Right.
World tag title match here. We're on match 7 in totality of the whole show. FTR versus Young Bucks versus the Acclaim. Once again, when it's these matches, I don't take a lot of notes because it's hard to. Young Bucks came out. They had their little tribute attire to the Beatles. Lots of move sharing throughout the match, like tag teams hitting moves with the other people, and they were doing what they had to do. Cash definitely almost wiped out on his dive. Cash is great when he wants to do this stuff.
Yes.
They hit an EVP trigger on Dax, followed up. We got a face-off here that happened, and I just couldn't believe this. So Dax ends up losing the match here in this situation. He just got hit with a variety of moves, and he was cooked. The Bucks retain first title defense since they won these things, which is crazy. But
another trash Dookie title run.
Yeah, shout out to Quilly. Quilly was actually here watching with us, so shout out to Sir Quills.
Shout out to Quills.
Bucks win. GYV come out and they step to their face, and they basically make it known like they want the tag titles. But FTR was still hanging around. And I knew after the Bucks ditched, they put a beat down on them, and they hit him with like a total elimination, clothesline, leg sweep combo, and FTR GYV. I'm with it.
Yeah. Let's book it. Come on.
Grizzled young veterans. Let it happen. Let it happen. Somebody said they call the Hook fans this name for the record. Someone said the Hookers won tonight. No Lara said it feels good here in the final countdown. The crowd singing along. No Lara, welcome, man. Welcome. I like Hook. He should do what Taz did and use the FTW title to gain a shot at the champion. He feels his duck in him. Yep. I don't mind that, clown.
No, not at all.
I don't mind that.
That's actually a really good idea.
Dax hit about 15 German suplexes. He did. We got to find something for FTR and the Acclaim to do to keep their momentum going here. Tag division needs a kind of a little reboot. GYV being added is one of the things that I'm like, yes, all for it.
Yeah,
all for it right now. It gives FTR a feud that's not just title based, which I feel they don't highlight a lot. So hopefully they will with this one. Yeah, put that on Collision and let them have some good matches, man. Brian is on the media scrum. Alvarez or Danielson? I'm just messing with you, man. I don't know why I said that. Let's keep it boogie in here with the Casino Gauntlet match. What'd you think of this, Derek? Did you like the format?
I did. It's a different take.
A lot of laying around.
that it was. But it's a different take, a fresh idea. I liked it. Let's see more of it. I would gladly like to see more. Because it's like a shot in the dark. It's a shot in the dark. Like you have so many people out to do one thing, and there's only one outcome. No one gets tossed over the ropes. No one, like, you have to
pin the guy and get the win.
And get the win. You versus, like I always say, 1 versus 1,000. It's not.
I tell people this. It's always like the reverse. It's like a reverse Royal Rumble. Number 1's the number you want because you can end the match quickly.
Right. And
then you could win. But usually it builds and builds and builds and builds. And there's people are just going to keep coming in until someone wins this thing.
Right.
Okay. I can get down with that. So we had Orange Cassidy at 1. Number 2 was Okada Rainmaker. I wish the intern was in here because he would yell it too with me. They crushed it. Number 3, Nigel McGuinness was back in the ring, baby. I ain't seen Nigel in a minute, bro. I thought Desmond Wolfe as soon as I saw him, man. Good for Nigel. He's great.
What was it like since 2009,
10?
9, 10, 11, something like that?
Yeah. Somewhere in that range, man. Nigel is back. He looked great.
He did. And he had the crowd behind him too. Like that was perfect.
I need him and Danielson. I need it.
It's gonna happen, bro.
I need it to happen.
It's gonna happen.
All right, now don't be messing around here. With that, we got Kyle O'Reilly coming out. Derek's leaving him alone. He's no longer
the pizza guy. He's the skateboard dad.
ZSJ came out. That was a really cool surprise, I thought.
Yeah.
The G1 winner was out there. ZSJ was wrestling.
He was.
In this.
He really was.
6 was Roderick Strong. He looked great. His jacket was really dope. He had a really dope attire. He was kneeing people in the face. Mark Briscoe. Number 8 was Hangman Adam Page, everyone's favorite to win this. Jeff Jarrett, bro. Fans went crazy for Jeff Jarrett. I had to mark down who they went crazy for. They were singing My World. I blame BJ for this. BJ in the chat, you better be listening. This was your fault. All I heard was, it's my world. They were going in for Jeff Jarrett. They love Big Bill, too. Yeah. Like, Big Bill and Jeff Jarrett were super over.
Big Bill did get a lot of love tonight. Like that's crazy. No disrespect to Big Bill. I like Big Bill.
Me too, but I just didn't think Big Bill was going to get that reaction.
Yeah, like that was huge for him.
I hope Tony's listening. Big Bill might be onto something.
It might be that time.
Might have to call up Enzo. Might have to. How you doing? I don't know. But Big Bill's ready, man.
God no.
Big Bill's ready.
Just let Big Bill rock on his own.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Terrell. We're about to get into that actually. After Jeff Jarrett, number 10, it was made official. He's all elite. Ricochet, all elite. Ricochet came out here and got busy.
Man, listen, the energy, the moves, everything put together in this match at 100 versus, we'll say.
Did you like it better than what he was doing main roster WWE? I don't know if I ever watched him in NXT with you.
No, I haven't watched him in NXT. I would say
he looked like re-energized.
He did. He looked like he had a purpose this time. Like this go round, it looks like he has a purpose.
BJ, my world. I love it. Someone said Desmond Wolfe. Tony needs to break down Chris Hero. Get Chris Hero in there one time. Give us a Kings of Wrestling reunion. Nigel looked good in this match, Matt says. We had Nigel, OC, Okada, ZSJ, Kyle O'Reilly at the start. I love AEW. Bee-woo, bee-woo. Here y'all go. Deanna said no Enzo. All right, we was bugging a little, maybe.
No Enzo.
Yo, really good. So Ricochet was out there going crazy. Ricochet almost messed up a spot, and I was like, do you know how strong you have to be to stop yourself while you're basically hanging on a cable rope? And he was like, oh, nope, I'll wait a second. What are you doing? Do you know how hard that is? And he just did the move flawlessly, bro.
Dude,
good.
Most people fall off of walking on the sidewalk.
Bro, number 11, Christian Cage comes out, and he is limping. Ricochet caught him immediately as he was coming in the ring. He was like, dive to the floor. Cut it out.
Done with you.
Number 12, it said Luchasaurus. And I was like, what is this? And I thought that we were going to possibly get the turn. He was looking for a choke slam. He was right next to Christian. And instead, he faked it, grabbed Kyle O'Reilly, choke slammed him, put Christian on top. 1, 2, 3. Hangman is befuddled. I was befuddled. But I want to remind you guys of something. We don't do collision reviews, but hear me out. I want you to remember what he said. Before they won the trios titles, what did Christian say he was using the trios titles for? It's a vehicle to being used to get him the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It was genius.
It was. It really was. That was a well thought out plan.
He used this to get to here. So you thought Christian, because I was like, oh, they lost the trios titles. That was weird. I picked them to win. And I was like, oh, that's so odd that he lost. But then he's like, no, I'm back in it right away. I think it looked good.
You can't ask for anything more.
Really can't. Yeah, so people were kind of just shocked with it. Let me go to the chat here real quick. They were going for crazy for Big Bill and Wales too. I felt bad. Hook was getting booed on Collision for that though, in that match. Just weird. Crowd cheer for Big Bill and Collision. You are correct, Terrell. Ricochet, I loved it. It's a matter of time for him versus Ospreay. What about him and Pac? Like, we haven't even gotten into all the possibilities, bro. There's fire matches all around for him. But that's the key. This is why I want people not to be mad. I think Derek's about to agree with me. We've had plenty of conversations about this. The Lucha Brothers, it's okay for them to go to WWE. We're about to get brand new cool matchups with them. It's okay for Ricochet to come to AEW. You're about to get a bunch of brand new cool matchups. Be easy. Like, that's all I want to tell fans sometimes. Be easy. I'm so glad he didn't Matt Sydal it. No. Former IWGP Junior Tag Champs there, too. Stop calling him that. It's Killswitch. What did I say it wrong again? Oh, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus, yeah.
But that's what the Titantron, or excuse me, the Contron. That's what the Contron said. It said Luchasaurus on. That's why I was like, is he turning? What is this? Let's push the young stars. Here comes 50-year-old Christian. See, I know people gonna say that same thing if we get Big Bob. Don't do that. Don't do that. With Brian Davis says Christian's dead promos are back. He didn't mean it. Christian is a devious sly vet. I love it, E. That's so true. Christian, don't hate on Christian. He is psychologically smart. Hey, Christian's still sitting here challenging for the title. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You got to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I saw somebody put Ricochet's buried because he didn't win the match. He didn't get pinned. Shut up. I'm tired of people in that mess. Let's get to this match, man. This might be. Is this match of the? Or the main event? Hold on. Derek's giving the main event match of the night over this.
Yeah.
Not by much, though. I'll say this was neck and neck. This was close.
I'm not even saying that, bro. I'm talking beard hair to beard hair.
Jeez Louise.
Like,
I'm just glad you didn't say what other people say. We got to censor Derek around here. CLB number one contender. Yes, it was so good here, man. MJF versus Will Ospreay versus MJF challenging for the AEW All American Championship. Will Ospreay gets a special Assassin's Creed entrance. Yes, man, really good.
You know what? We talked about it. I agree.
Still not buying Assassin's Creed video games, but yes.
Come on, bro. You gotta get past that.
Nah, bro.
It was only a glitch.
Yep, never got to beat it. Never want to play it again.
I will say, I feel like I get you can't put the title out there first. You can't put the title holder out there first. But the way that Ospreay's video package came out, or video, I guess you could say video package for the new Assassin's Creed, I felt like that should have been second. No, we say this for a specific reason. I'm about to get into it. So MJF comes out, he's out there, he's looking like Yankee Doodle Dandy. Underneath, he's dressed up like Lex Luger. They had the streamers, the flag, and all that. Them streamers, y'all got to stop doing that unless you have a way to get those down before the main events. Yeah.
When they do them streamers, someone better you show a video package in between them then, so that you could be like, get up there and get those down. But then again, we're going to get a ladder that tall from and start pulling them.
Well, I mean,
or you got to have a ladder to where you could reach them and then just grab as many as you can.
Yeah,
get them down.
I mean, during a ladder match, they had one that they could have used.
Here he goes. Yo, I didn't even mention this. Sorry. Yo, Juice Robinson. Yo, pray for Juice Robinson. The last shot he took off of the ladder, he fell off the super tall ladder and he groin checked himself. I hope Juice is all right, bro. I thought he was going through a table. I was like, he'll be
That's what I thought too. But then when you see him land,
yeah. But MJF coming out in the Lex Express trunks tonight, he was bugging. He was out there. I'll be your hero. Shout out to E for that because he sent me that. He was out here going crazy. He said Lex Express trunks, you gotta hit C right a couple times to get them in revenge. That's right. Great promos. Yes. Okay, I see you guys are talking about a different company in there. My bad. I thought that was about this. I'm just trying. Will Ospreay hit a Sasuke special in the beginning of this? That's a great move. Not many can do that move. Shout out to Sasuke, legend. These guys go on a finisher spree. We saw Crossroads, Pile Driver, Stormbreakers. Fans are into the match. MJF hits a Panama Sunrise on the apron. Will Ospreay, he went for a hidden blade. He missed. He took out Mark Eaton or whoever the camera guy, whatever his name is on the outside. Down he goes. Really good stuff. That leads the ref to being distracted.
Right.
Will Ospreay goes for a hidden blade, ends up getting caught with a belt shot from MJF while the ref's back was turned. Brainbuster, only a 2 count. We now get a real ref bump. Bryce goes down. The Skechers are down. He is out. And MJF goes to use an illegal weapon. He's got something wrapped around on his fist. Someone shows up. Black ski mask, grabs MJF's hand, rips that off. Apparently someone stole the Dynamite Diamond ring. MJF said it's lawless over there. He was really upset apparently about this. And they rip off the ski mask and it's Daniel Garcia. Derek liked Daniel Garcia tonight a lot.
Yes. The way that he came out and the way that he looked is the way that I need him to look the rest of the way.
He felt main event style.
Yes. Like serious. Nothing, like no jokes, no nothing. Like it's serious Danny Garcia. That's how I want him to be. I mean, like you could be.
Matt said he went from Apollo Creed to Lex Luger.
He definitely did. You could definitely have him joke around a little bit, but I need him serious like 95% of the time.
He took it away from him. He ends up getting messed up. Will Ospreay catches him. He hits the Tiger Driver 91. MJF right on his dome piece. He said the way after he took the Tiger Driver, he looked like Apollo in Rocky IV. Yo, funny. So Tiger Driver, he had him pinned for a minute. Bryce gets in. He does the count. It was the big 3 count with the slowness to it. I loved it. Ospreay wins. They go to hand him the American Championship, and Ospreay's like, no, I don't want it. Christopher Daniels, I don't know where he came from. He just runs out.
I don't know where he came from either. Like, did you come out from the crowd, bro? Like, what were you doing?
Daniels pulls out the bag, and he hands him the International Championship, and the International Championship is back where it belongs. Will Ospreay, that boy.
Right. And I want to point out something that you pointed out to us earlier. The fact that MJF did not move from where he was at. That was great.
Yes. And MJF stayed in the ring the entire time, which was good. He put him over like $1 million.
Yes.
E says, you got me talking about Mania Boarfest on this holy day. Come on, E. You gotta chill. Gotta chill. E on one today. Where's the story? The Tiger 91 was the whole story. This is true. People will say that. And it was actually about a move, this story to this match. Him not wanting to use it, but he got him.
He had to use it, regardless of the fact if he didn't want to or not.
He said the timekeeper probably had to, the cameraman probably had to come in too. Terrible.
Well,
Mark Eaton did nothing to deserve this. I love that match, though. That might have been, like I said, match of the night was arguable, but I'm with Derek on what he said he was giving it to. I will fully agree. And it's not often you get to say Will Ospreay's match was not match of the night.
It's really not. It's really not. But I think the background of the main event is really what pulled me in.
That is true. All in. we could have been talking about one of these matches. What do you know? TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné defends her championship against Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. So Mercedes Moné gets this grand royalty entrance. She's out there with her muscle Camille Brickhouse. I really love the entrance. She came out of like a like royalty cart, and they brought her out, which I thought, okay, cool. We got something here. The story of the match was Britt Baker's back. Can Britt Baker's back make it through the match? This match, it wasn't perfect.
It wasn't bad.
It was clunky. A little clunky.
It was clunky. Like you could tell, like you could notice some of the move sets that were being performed weren't smooth like they should have been.
Yeah. Also, Britt's first like high profile match back. I can let some of it go here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is I don't want to say it's unfair to her. I just think it was the wrong time because she didn't wrestle up until this match.
And tough spot. You're going after MJF, Will Ospreay. Like
Right.
the crowd's tired.
Yeah,
too.
after they just put that on, like I don't think anybody really sat down for that. Like they started out sitting down and they were up for like the rest of it.
Yeah. They found a way. Mercedes hits the Moné maker. She gets the dub. There was some interference from Camille. Britt did a good job in this. Mercedes moves on. I think Mercedes should move on to her next feud after this.
Absolutely.
Whatever that may be.
Whatever. I do want to point something out though. During Mercedes' entrance, there was one royal guard who deemed it necessary to dance.
Yo, shout out to the brother on top of the chariot.
I can hear so many people. That's highly disrespectful to the royal god.
CEO. They were killing it, bro. This match should have been earlier in the night, I felt. You could have did that, BJ, but I felt like if you flip-flop this with Toni Storm and Mariah May, I think this would have hurt Toni Storm and Mariah May.
Yeah, because I think everybody would have been...
Because for a while, that was my favorite match.
Yeah, I think everybody would have been, like, tapped out for a minute.
100%.
And I think once it really started going for them, it would have been more than halfway done.
E says Moné carried Britt. Yeah, I'll kind of semi-agree with that in this.
Yeah.
She was making sure that things stayed on track. Britt seemed not into it, and dare I say, oh Lord, I'm not getting into that.
I hope not.
I hope that that's not the case. Telling the UK they need more seasoning and flavor on their food. You saw Homeboy told MJF, we have gravy. Do you think gravy is seasoning? That was all-time classic. Let's get into this dumpster fire of a match. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that as I expect this to be a car crash. Yeah. When Darby Allin comes out with thumbtacks on his face looking like Hellraiser, you know nothing good's about to happen here. Darby came out there and it was just from the moment the bell rang, it was on.
Yeah.
These two went after each other. Guys, I got to swear here for a second. If you got little ones around, pause, tell them to leave.
Right.
There were fuck CM Punk chants and fuck Jack Perry chants, and we heard some CM Punk chants in this. I don't know what's going on. Is this ever going to stop, guys? They should have never referenced this back to that video. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. Dude.
Yeah. My thing, okay, let's get past that. Okay, they've had their little spout.
I just don't want to hear about it anymore.
Yeah, it's over. CM Punk is elsewhere. Jack Perry is here. Let's just keep moving forward. Jack Perry, let it go. CM Punk, let it go, please.
Well, I think they have. I think it's just the fans chanting it.
Fans, let it go. It's over. Then
again, though, when you bring it up, like when he brought out glass at one point in the match and then put it down. Real glass. I mean, that's gonna happen. They were singing "Oh Cry Me a River" during the glass spot. Yeah. By the way, Keith Lee definitely deserves some checks from some people about that. Yeah, Danhausen voice, no cursing. Bring back Danhausen.
Yeah, where has he been? He's still injured?
No, they're just keeping him off TV. I don't get it.
Trash Dookie.
So Darby Allin uses tape to tie up, Jack Perry uses tape to tie up Darby's hands, uses his belt to tie up his feet, and he basically threw him through a table off the stage, grabbed a body bag, put him in it, dragged him all the way up to the coffin, threw him in the coffin. Darby sits up because he didn't zip it up all the way, and his head pops through. Jack Perry hits a running knee. They close it. Jack Perry beats Darby Allin. There really wasn't much to this match.
I feel like this was like a 10-minute match, which should have carried out to maybe like at least 20.
Ishii's been doing stuff in DDT. So, yeah, he's been on the indie scene.
Oh, okay.
And he was on GCW last night against Ultra Mantis. Thank you. Ultra Mantis Black. Thank you.
A lot should have happened in this match. And I don't feel that it did.
Darby still he's number one contender for the world title in New York City as well.
I mean, I get it. You're not. We all know what the situation was. You're in the talks of wrestling for the title, the heavyweight title. This match wasn't meant for you to win.
But not that though, Derek. Why is it that we had to feel that way about Darby? Like I know some people were saying like, he doesn't need the championship. That's fine. I can cool with that. But like, I don't know. I just thought we would have got something a little more here. So Darby loses his signature match. Like I felt like maybe it shouldn't have been a coffin match then.
Touche. I'll give you that because that is his signature match, and it should have just been like a hardcore match.
But it's a quicker way to end the match too.
True.
I'm just putting it out there. Quicker way to end the match. You could do something with that. But
I just feel like it should have gone on a little bit longer than it did.
Yeah,
I feel like we talked for maybe like 5 minutes, and then the next 5 minutes it was over.
Yeah. So he goes in. They shut the coffin. Here come the Young Bucks. They come out with gasoline. This is going back to the Blood and Guts storyline me and Derek reviewed. Check it out on the channel. During the Blood and Guts match, Darby threatened to put Jack Perry on fire. He actually hit him with a flamethrower in another match in Anarchy in the Arena. Go check that out in the reviews with me, Derek, and Sean. And we're sitting here, and I'm like, okay, they're going to light it on fire. And then right when they pull out the lighter, the lights go out. Bow, bow. You hear Seek destroyed by Metallica. And it's Sting. Sting makes his return. He's back from the bodega with the jacket. Sting sewn on it with the scorpion. He came with the bat. He ends up beating down the Elite. Double scorpion death drop to the Bucks. We get Sting saving his son, Darby Allin. It was a beautiful moment.
It's dad.
It was good.
Listen, I will say, watching Sting come down the ramp, he actually really looked rejuvenated.
Yeah,
he looked like there was like no stiffness, no pain, no nothing.
Sting chilling.
But this is true.
He had a great retirement earlier. I don't think Darby does need the TNT title. He's had 3 times. Maybe he should be at another title scene. Absolutely, Matt. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that I wanted to see him do more in the match, and I thought, like Derek said, it could have been a little bit longer. But I hated seeing Darby lose his signature match.
Yeah, it should have. I get what you're saying. It is a quick way to end it, but
without him being pinned and
right.
Yeah.
But it should have gone on a little bit longer.
Yeah. Then Darby proceeded to get high on fume gas sitting in the coffin. Derek, what did you say that was in there?
That was looking like Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola. I was like, this man's in here with Lipton iced tea. Sting's like, why are you all sticky? Get out of there. Get out that coffin.
Right.
Sting. Yo, shout out to Rob. Rob had the line of the night. That's a really nice coffin. Who says that? Before he was like, it's a nice coffin for a wrestling match. I loved it, man. Really good stuff, man. Shout out to Rob. Is Darby going to climb Mount Everest now? No, he's got a match in New York City. Jack beating him at his own match is supposed to be a big deal. I guess. I didn't care. Well, I care enough. I felt like Darby's signature match could have been built up to be like when Darby challenges you to that. Oh shoot, it's on. Like it's gonna be great.
I think for that you have to. It is his signature match. It does mean something, but I feel like that's something that you have to run back. Like, yo, you beat me at my personal match, bro. I'm not hearing that.
Maybe it's supposed to have the Undertaker effect. Like he's lost casket matches then when he challenges to it. I think he'll be fine. Darby did come out salty, flipping off the camera. Maybe what he wanted to do got cut. Could have been. Pepsi Cola is Lana Del Rey laying around. Stepdad Sting. New York City. Taker did lose a coffin match to Yokozuna. I know. Like I said, it's a little pain me on the inside. I'm sure when Taker first lost it too, I was like, oh, that sucks. But
I mean, Yokozuna's a big guy.
Yeah, well, there's a bigger payoff to it as well. We've reached it, folks. The pinnacle, the main event, the final countdown, title versus career. Swerve Strickland defends the AEW World Championship against Bryan Danielson. Fam, when I tell you this match was a thing of beauty. Match of the night?
Yes.
They delivered, man. Danielson came out to the final countdown by Europe. I was happy to be there when it first got played. I'm still mad at Derek for not. He found a way to miss that part of the show. But we were there when Final Countdown first played. Then Swerve comes out. We got DJ Woo Kid's signature. Go ahead, hit him with it. Woo Kid. My man. Mario.
Mario.
He introduced Swerve. Swerve came out with Bun B, West Side Gun. They did the Trill remix to his theme song with flash garments. It was great. Money. I loved it. Swerve's attire, real quick. Attire was dope. Said he was the 8th AEW World Champion. He also had the heads of everyone he had defeated on sticks around him sitting at a throne.
Yes.
Which I loved. I was like, that was really cool as well.
I hope that becomes a shirt.
It should. Hopefully it's up. We also had Nana. He came out dressed dapperly, and he had Jimmy Rave's robe again. And he put it on Swerve, which I love.
Actually, no, let's look that up.
What part?
See if that's actually a shirt.
Yeah, go to Shop AEW. They don't pay me for that. So Swerve came out with the remix theme. The ref got swiped in the face, and at one point Nana had to bring over the gold ring bell and Death Valley driver right on top of the bell. Danielson's out. They are doing what they have to do here. Danielson's bleeding really badly. Danielson's family's on the outside. You can see his daughter's crying at one point after all the blood has taken over his face.
Right. Sicko
mode. And Swerve is just constantly taunting them throughout the match. Like, he's diverting a lot of his attention away. We get a top rope tiger suplex. Why did Bryan Danielson do a top rope tiger suplex on this man?
I don't know, but it was fire.
It was. You saw Swerve. Swerve definitely like reached for his life and grabbed him. Was that shirt up?
Didn't see it, but too many pages, so I'm gonna wait till we're done.
This guy, too many pages. He said. Yeah, that tiger suplex was great. We got a vertebreaker by Swerve. I think that was a kind of, and I know that's what Shane Helms calls it. I won't call it the other name though, because I'm not trying to get demonetized. I've already said one thing that I'm like, he hits it. I felt like that was for Hamas. Oh, can't say that. Dang it. You know what I'm talking about. That guy from Ring of Honor. I think people said his name. Homicide. He hits the he hit that vertebreaker. That was his finisher in Ring of Honor. And dude, I ain't gonna front. Vertebreaker was one of my favorite moves when Sugar Shane Helms first did it. He was the first person I saw do it. So really good. We get to that. Swerve hits a house call. Danielson was reaching to his family. It was beautiful. Like, he's like this bleeding, and then house call right to the side of the dome, bro. He went down. I loved it, D.
This was perfect. And then the fact when he was sitting there telling his family, I'm sorry, and Swerve gets to kicking him in the chest, and he starts like, all right, I'm brushing this off. I'm not, it's not over yet. I'm not done. We are about to go at it right now, bro. Sorry.
Yo, so he gets the pin. Danielson's barely able to kick out at 2. Danielson went down, and then Swerve started doing the kicks to him, and Danielson started bowing up. Like, the chest got swole. You know, when you get that line right there, you're like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And Danielson goes to work in this, man. He did really good. He starts chanting. He hit the Regal Plex on Swerve. He even hit a Regal Stretch at one point in the match. Yes. I loved it, man. The video package before was beautiful too. I forgot to mention that with Danielson's like entire career being encapsulated there. So we see a running knee. Swerve no-sold it. Oh, yo, that made him feel like such a star. He was like, that ain't nothing. Right. Dude, just great, man. And then he had a house call right after. Scores. I said score. Swerve hit the big pressure on Danielson. He's able to kick out again. The fans start chanting yes. Hangman Page comes from out of nowhere and jumps the rail. Now, Hangman's had beef with Swerve. The obsession storyline is that Hangman wants to fight Swerve so badly. Yeah. So this diverts Swerve's attention. Like, what are you doing here? Because that's the one person that Swerve is not focused on anything else for. But when he's focused, he is deadly. Right. He's out there. Danielson catches him with a running knee. He's able to kick out. Nana even tried to save the day. Like, no. After the running knee, bro, the fans are just going in. They start chanting yes again. Running knee to the back of the head. He goes into the corner. He falls down. Danielson grabs him, puts him in the label lock. Swerve is pushing his hand away. He grabs that finger, hits him with the Pete Dunne. See, then his fingers are messed up. He moves that hand back, and then it's like a Rings of Saturn, but he still locks him in the label lock on the side. And that's what I love about Danielson. You never know when he's going to beat him, because Clown said, why did he tap? Why not? Right. That's one of his signature moves. And the PNW, the Pacific Northwest here in the U.S., Danielson and Swerve are both from it, so I'm sure there's a lot of mutual respect. Swerve had no choice but to tap out. Danielson is the new AEW World Champion. The 9th AEW World Champion is Bryan Danielson. Let's freaking go.
Yes. And I will say, in my own opinion, that tapping out is better than getting pinned. I'd rather tap before I get pinned.
Why so? You're saying if you were a wrestler, why? I think tapping is safe for people who you respect.
Yes, like I would like for certain people, the tap has to come. Other people, like it's one of those things where you're not good enough to make me tap. But in this case, I felt this was good enough for a tap.
I just feel like the tap means so much more. I actually think so. Clown, I'm going to Clown here real quick. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm getting back to your stuff here in a second. He said I would have rather seen a pass out like Raven and name redacted in WCW. I hear you, but I think they rely on the pass out thing too much.
Yeah,
especially in AEW. I've seen it way too many times where someone passes out. And instead of passing out, but that could happen in a match too. But I think that they should instead just tap for the guy. Like, it means so much more if you tap. Like, think of how Name Redacted and the triple threat match at WrestleMania 20. It was so much better because you saw the visual of, like, the barely tap.
Right.
I think it just makes it better. But that's just me talking. Let me go back up to Matt Lopez. He says, so beautiful hearing Final Countdown. Absolutely, Matt. I loved it. Match of the night story, the emotions, the action. I'm happy. Swerve was a menace. Shout out to Donnie. Donnie was here as well. He's an awesome show, EPW. Thank you, Donnie. We call that Din's Fire now. Hangman became London's number 2 hero after what he did. T-Ferg says, some say Swerve's run was mid. I don't agree with that. I will 100% disagree. With my opinion, at least. I enjoyed him and Samoa Joe's run. Most of AEW's world champs are ex-WWE minus MJF, Page, and Omega. T-Ferg, I'm going to say this again. Anytime someone says ex-WWE, I'm like, bro, in the last 20 years, since 2004, anyone who's a who's who of pro wrestling worked for WWE. Anyone. If you are decent in that ring or great in that ring, you work for WWE at some point. It don't matter who you are.
Yeah. Like I said, going back, because certain people are known for what they do. You know what I mean? And Danielson is known for making people tap. He's not known for pinning people.
Right. And Matt said, beautiful ending. This in no way hurts Swerve. Swerve's a new main eventer, I feel. I feel you've created a new main eventer. Now you have to capitalize on what you're going to do with him, though.
Right.
Making a guy say it could take so more powerful than a 3. Yes. Tap was respect. Absolutely. That's how I viewed it. And I still think at Wrestle Dream, Jesse mentioned it earlier. I'm going to mention it again. I think that you guys could have yourselves a real dandy of a match if Swerve and Danielson rematch it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
You could do that. But we all know what Danielson's true match is supposed to be. And if you don't know,
now you know. No, I'm just playing.
it should be Danielson and Nigel.
Here's the question I got for everybody. This is the one I want to answer, even if it's in the comment section. What is your overall grade? We have our scale down below. Me and Derek have discussed it prior to the show ending, and I think we're in agreement, right? Let me just show him what I put.
Listen, had there been something a little bit different, this could have been.
Hold on, D. We're going to give him a drum roll, and I'll let you announce what the grade is. Go ahead.
This could have been an A+ show, but we gave it an A.
An A is great.
An A is excellent.
Hold on, I'm not giving out no A+ easily.
No.
A+ means this show is a classic.
Listen. Had you stretched out Darby and
Perry,
and God damn it. Had Mercedes Moné and Britt's match been just a tad bit better, I think we could have pushed it, or at least I could have pushed it to an A+.
Right? Matt Lopez says now we need Bryan versus Nigel. Clown saying A-. I respect it. That's what we went back and forth on. It was either going to be an A or A- for us.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we gave last year's an A-, so we were like, well, this one's an A then.
Yeah.
Matt Lopez says 9 out of 10 for All In. EPW 10 out of 10. My guy. I would love to hear what everyone thinks of the show, man. Like I said, sound off, man. Tell me your overall review, how you felt. It was cool seeing the Assassin's Creed stuff. It gives me hope that maybe we're going to see an announcement about video game deals and such soon. We can hope, right?
Always.
All In is over, but All Out is up next Saturday, September 7th, live on pay-per-view. Me and Derek, or me and Rob, some combination of us, we'll try to do a review show for this one for All Out on pay-per-view. I think that that's going to be a fun show. Bash in Berlin, I cannot promise we'll have a review for. We'll see. But no promises at this moment. But we will talk about it on Clash of the Podcast, which is live on Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to get Sean's thoughts. We're going to talk about it and do some more stuff, man. We got some more comments coming in here. BJ said, I thought it was a 9.4 out of 10 tonight. EPW 10 out of 10. Classic Pizza Hut experience. No one outpieces the Hut and no one outdoes the EPW. Jesse, I really don't like to rate shows like that, but with my experience watching it, that was 2 thumbs up for sure. Had a blast watching it. And like I said, you can say whatever you want, man. I just put the grading scale there for pay-per-views because when someone's like, well, what did you really think overall of the show? Well, there it is. That's all. I grade the show as a whole. I don't really get into the individual matches too much. I'll break down the individual matches, but I'm not going to grade the individual matches.
Right.
Not my thing. More likely canceling All Out next year from what the 2025 schedule is showing. I think it's still going to be there. I think it's going to be in a different time period. Like I said, all Out could be in September, and you just move it from that Labor Day weekend. Doesn't have to be there. Here's hoping Nigel calls out Danielson for All Out. Listen, we could send this and make this go super long. We're not going to do that because, number one, we got work, and tomorrow I got to do Clash of the Podcast and work. So we appreciate and love all you guys. Thank you to all the new subs. Anyone, if you see someone who wants to know, pass it around. Oh, we're getting a question from T-Ferg. We will answer this. Could we see Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. 2? This would be 3 or 4. Well, technically, we're going back to when they had their very first match, but they said that they wanted to do another match, but on neutral grounds. But they could. They could.
I think the final Danielson match, if he is really going to retire, would be him and Nigel.
Yes. But for myself, the man they call Derek, we are out for this review. I hope you guys enjoy All In. Make sure you come back and check us out for All Out. We will have that up as well. But we are out. Thank you so much for joining us. 1.